I wish I knew is one of those statements that are being made by people who regret. And some people regard to him as dimwits, and others call them prats. But for me, I believe every person in this world has ever gone ahead to take a decision and obviously regretted why he or she went ahead to make that decision. This time around, Victor Osimhen is feeling like, why did I really do what I did last season and not leave the side of Napoli? Because this season hasn't gone ahead to be good, and it has been confirmed by his host coming in through from Italy. Volta Maggio and Radio Kiss Kiss Napoli have gone ahead and confirmed to us that, oh my God, it's really one of those regrets that this guy is having, because looks like no one is willing to really pay his release clause that can see him out of Napoli to join a team of his interest. This is the video that we're going to be talking about. The Zerbi to Chelsea hurdles have been set, and obviously he has to prove to Chelsea that he's really good enough. I'm going to be coming here to tackle it a little bit. And lastly, Cesc Fabregas met Mauricio Pochettino, and he's going to be telling us what he told him. And Cesc Fabregas is the former captain of Arsenal. Good morning, everyone who is watching in the Rokani Media Football. This is the Football News Show. I hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And we are bringing you the video, the 25th of May, a day where the FA Cup final is going to be played between Manchester United and Arsenal at the stadium called the Wembley, that capacitates 90,000. If you want to really view a lot about it, go to the United Matters channel live section. You'll find there the video. We thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, and continue to subscribe because we want to hit 22,000 subscribers before the end of this month. Yeah, and we should start off June in high gear as we really chase to make it 30,000 subscribers into the mix. Now, how many likes? 400 likes are what you're calling in for on this video to see to it that we obviously bless you with this story. Now, it's coming in from a Napoli radio and a Napoli radio presenter, Volta Di Maggio. He says, Victor Osimhen wants the Premier League. Osimhen would like Arsenal. Otherwise, he would consider Saudi Arabia. There is no club paying the release clause today. So, let me bring you up to speed. Last season, Victor Osimhen, by the end of last season, Victor Osimhen will have gone ahead to be left with just 1 year on his contract at Napoli, meaning that they had to sell him that summer. And he was a hotcake because he went ahead to score 30 plus goals a season. And he opted to extend his contract with Napoli and attach what we call a buyout clause onto it. Now, the buyout clause is 120 million euros. Converted to pounds, it's 105 million pounds, approximately. So, right now, with the choice of strikers available that have gone ahead, obviously, score very many goals, Victor Osimhen is nowhere. Because last season, Victor Osimhen went ahead to score 26 goals in the Serie A. He scored 5 in the Champions League, taking the tally to 31. So he scored 31 goals last season, and he had 4 assists. Yep. So that was the guy, a 30-goal striker. This season, 15 goals in the Serie A, 11 less. 2 goals in the Champions League, 17. So he hasn't even gone ahead to hit 20 goals this season, combined, meaning that no team can obviously come out and say you're going to pay that amount of money for Victor Osimhen. But Osimhen is really regretting. And this is where I think Osimhen and his agent got it wrong. Because with the history that Napoli has on making it hard to sell players, you couldn't obviously go ahead and really put out a buyout clause like that. I think if at all I was Victor Osimhen, I would have gone ahead to push to leave the side of Napoli and say to it that they sell me the previous season or previous summer. But staying at Napoli, not knowing how things are going to be, you had lost the manager that had gone ahead to turn you into the striker you were, how do you trust the board? And I think the agent got it wrong, and I think they offered them a very good contract. I think he's earning like 200,000 euros a week. That is Victor Osimhen. The agent is happy, but the player is not happy. And now Napoli is going to keep Victor Osimhen there for some long period of time. So it is really very, very nervy for the side of Victor Osimhen there, and he wants to join the side of Arsenal, right? He wants to join the side of Arsenal. That is Victor Osimhen. And the side he wants to join no longer even think about him. You get? Though I brought you a story that the agents and intermediaries of Victor Osimhen were once at the London Conley to obviously have a go into the side of Victor Osimhen joining Arsenal. You understand? So it is really very, 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 very clear that Arsenal have moved on from Victor Osimhen, and the only way they could keep themselves into the market of Victor Osimhen was, one, if Victor Osimhen kept being consistent, because last season he was on fire. He was one of the best strikers in Europe, and this time round he's nowhere among the top strikers in Europe. Secondly, if at all Napoli wants or reduces or is selling him on a cheap, something that I know Napoli couldn't. Victor Osimhen is so much bothered with him missing out on the Champions League, because right now they are placed 11th into the table, meaning that they cannot even play in the UEFA Conference League, and they cannot play into what we call the UEFA Europa League. And when you look at Italy, they are going to take 6 teams in the Champions League, meaning that they would have gone ahead to really fight to finish 5th, but they cannot even finish 5th because they're taking 5 teams, and the winner of the UEFA Europa League also gets a direct or an automatic qualification into the group stages of the Champions League. That is Atlanta. So he cannot find himself there, and it looks like he's willing to even sacrifice himself to go ahead and really play for the Saudi Pro League, and then maybe a team will come in through and obviously buy him from that side. But right now, not him can come through to pay 120 million euros, especially a team that he likes to play for, like Arsenal. Arsenal are focused onto Gyökeres. You know the number of goals Gyökeres is going to hit to score this season? There are very many. And let me really tell you the goals Gyökeres is going to hit to score compared to those of Victor Osimhen. Gyökeres, Sporting Lisbon, he has scored 29 goals and 10 assists, 33 games. UEFA Europa League, he had 5. Taça da Liga, he had 3. He has gone ahead to score 47 goals and 12 assists. That is Gyökeres, one of those that Arsenal is really looking at. The other one, Ishak. You understand? Ishak has gone ahead to score 21 Premier League goals and 2 assists. And these are only goals in the Premier League. But remember, if you add all the goals Victor Osimhen has gone ahead to score this season, they are just 17. They don't tally 20. So it shows you that all these are really ahead of Victor Osimhen this season. Now, when you look at the other guy, he's known as Santiago Jimenez or Jimenez. 30 games, 23 goals, 6 assists. That is the lad on fire, and he has been doing the needful. He plays for Feyenoord. The other striker that Arsenal is looking at goes by names of Zikazi in the same league that this guy really plays at. That is Victor Osimhen. 34 games, 11 goals and 4 assists. You understand? So there is even Šeško. Let's see. Šeško. Benjamin Šeško, 31 games, 11 goals and 2 assists. Champions League, he has 2 goals. DFB Pokal Cup, he has 3. He has 18 goals in total, meaning that he has gone ahead to score 1 more than Victor Osimhen, and his price is just £56 million. Victor Osimhen, £105 million. I don't see any team apart from the teams from Saudi Arabia that can come in through to intervene and obviously buy buy these players. That is it. So that is all about Victor Osimhen. He likes joining Arsenal, but I don't think that Arsenal are still interested in him. All what I see written on the wall is that Arsenal have gone ahead to move on from really going in for the player like Victor Osimhen, and they're really looking on for other players as the list you've gone ahead to know about it, about them. The other players are cheaper than him because the most expensive they're really looking at is Alexander Isak, and we know he's like £100 million worth. Jokeres, £86 million. Zikezi, I think, is like £40 million. Santiago is cheaper. Benjamin Šeško, 56. So it shows you that if Arsenal is to go for a striker, Victor Osimhen is nowhere near close, although he wants to come in through and really play for Arsenal, but the chance is no longer available. Last season, Arsenal never went in for a striker. Their priority was to go in for midfielder, and even if they went in for one, I think it would have have to be Victor Osimhen. This season, it is a must. They want to bring in a striker. I saw one of the legends revealing the conversation they had with Edu. Edu is really wanting to get in what we call an out number 9 in there for you. So that is the side of Victor Osimhen, and he's really trying to regret what he did, why he went ahead to extend his contract with the side of Napoli. And I think Napoli went ahead to reject the bid coming in from teams like PSG for Victor Osimhen because they knew to it. They had an assurance that the player was going to be there for a very long time, and he had given them green light. They going to really put pen to paper, and it shows you how ugly it was. Because if you are Victor Osimhen, you won a Napoli trophy after close to 30 years without them lifting a Scudetto. Why do you stay here? Why do you stay here? I think it's Napoli and his agent to blame, because they're dealing with the president who is really a fickle. He keeps changing. He camouflages every time. And how can you really trust a person who has a very good record when it comes to camouflaging? So that's where I blame the side of Victor Osimhen. I know he wanted to be loyal, keep his loyalty with the side of Napoli, but no football club is loyal to a player when he's really underperforming. If Victor Osimhen gets a problem right now or really downs his performances, Napoli will throw him under the bus, I tell you. But for him, he had a chance to leave and make some good money. He never left. Why would he have gone ahead to make some good money? Because one, sorry about this, they would have gone ahead to get him on a chip, because he would have gone ahead to send a message to them that I'm leaving. If at all you don't really sell me now, I'm going to be leaving as a free agent in the summer of 2024. So Napoli had no option. The only option they had was to obviously sell him. So it is really very painful for a striker that had very many goals last season. This time around, he's not having any in there for you. So we wait and see where this guy's destination is going to be, but I don't see Arsenal signing him, even though he really loves to come in through and really play for the club of Arsenal. Zerbi would have to demonstrate that he could work within Chelsea's club structure with sporting directors Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart to stand any chance of getting the job ahead of Maresca, McKenna, and Thomas Frank. Now, I don't know which type of administration is this, where a coach has nothing to say in as far as the recruitment is really concerned to the club. I don't think that it's really right. I don't really think it's right. And I think, however much the board wants to be having a lot of control on what happens at the club in as far as transfers are really concerned and contract negotiations, I don't think they should reach this level, because a coach is going to be a puppet. And my big question is, if you want a manager to obviously come through to fit into your structure and dance to your tunes, what if you fail him because of the players you have? Are you going to sack yourselves? Because the manager will obviously have a reason to really complain that I wanted so and so, you got me so and so, meaning that we cannot really get in well. And I don't think that Zerbi is willing to work under such a structure. But we wait and see who is going to be the manager of Chelsea, but they're being linked to very many managers: McKenna, Thomas Frank, and Maresca. But for Zerbi, I think he has gone ahead to obviously prove himself a little bit. But managing Chelsea, I've gone ahead to see to it that he's being linked to Manchester United. My God, my goodness. It's not going to be as easy as that. So I wait onto that and see how Zerbi is going to find himself in a position of really proving to the guys that he's really the guy. I think the style of play, he has it. He's intelligent and he's a manager still in progress, very young, and he's one of those that Pep Guardiola is always going to hate to hint on to obviously do the replacement job very well for him at Man City. Though Man City wants to tie Pep Guardiola onto a longer contract, that is going to be coming in through in one of my next videos that I'm going to be doing onto here. So that is all about Zerbi. Looks like Chelsea want to obviously provide him with a lot. Now, let's talk about the sacked manager, Mauricio Pochettino. I think you all know that Chelsea parted ways with the manager after a mutual agreement, or the meeting a mutual consent, and he's no longer the manager of Chelsea. And Chelsea is looking in for another manager. Now, Cesc Fabregas had a one-on-one with the former manager of Chelsea, that is Mauricio Pochettino. And Fabregas told us on visiting Cobham and reacting to Pochettino leaving, he said, "I stayed in his office for an hour and a half talking football. It was really fun. I didn't have the feeling this was going to happen. I was surprised about the decision." Todd Boehly, for me, has proven that he's really one of those trigger-happy owners. He is a trigger-happy owner. How can you come out and really put out such a statement and really sack a manager because of what he has gone ahead to obviously believe in? Because the manager has his own beliefs, and I think the team has his own beliefs. And the question is, why did you recruit him in the first? Why did you recruit him after all? Why did you have to do that? You know, why did you recruit him? So I think Chelsea is still having a long way to go, as you see Manchester United. But I believe Cesc Fabregas, for him, has gone ahead to promote his side into the Serie A and is doing well down that side. Now, the FA Cup is happening today. Man City is hosting Manchester United at the Wembley Stadium, 90 capacity seater. We all know that Manchester United will sell like 40,000 tickets. The same applies to Man City. See to it that stadium really gets full and really provides space for the neuters. And I've gone ahead to do a video onto my channel, and I was like, Manchester United will draw and the game is going to be decided in penalties. That is it. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Tell me your thoughts about Osimhen interested in joining Arsenal. What do you make about it? Do you think Arsenal can meet the realistic evaluation of this guy as a buyout clause was indicated into his contract? What do you make about Zerbi? Can he prove to the side of Chelsea that he's really good with the structure? And lastly, what do you make about Cesc Fabregas meeting the former Chelsea manager at Cobham? This is Rokani David. Rokani Media Football it is. The Football News Show is here, and hope you guys have gone ahead to enjoy yourselves. We are here to see to it that a lot goes our way. And guys, continue to subscribe because we want to hit the magic number of 22,000 subscribers. When I really look at this subscriber count of our channel, the Rokani Media Football, we are having the following. We are having 21,162, meaning that we are left with 38 subscribers to hit 22,000 subscribers. And can we get them on only this video? 38, please. 38. Subscribe. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is a place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you to get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. And for the likes, 400 of those. And your thoughts onto Victor Osimhen. Obviously wanting to join Arsenal, but will Arsenal go in for him? I just can't wait to see how the comment section is going to go, gagas, because there is a divided opinion. There is a majority share of Arsenal wanting Victor Osimhen. There is another that wants Gyökeres. And now Victor Osimhen might also gate that alone. Barakallahu fikum to the Muslims. To the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. We out.